it's a different ball game of how you look. Diddy didn't look at people like people, he looked at people like items.
Right.
You understand? And you got to understand that mentality. And until you on a level of wealth, you'll never get it.
Real life.
It ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. Know what time it is.
I'm just wondering, if it was that prevalent, how come this is the first time? Because nobody even looked at Diddy like that.
Correct.
But, it's been going on. So how is it that this is the first time we're seeing it?
It's not the first time. It's just the first time that it's actually displayed. But Diddy been like this for a very long time. No matter how that sound. Even around, you hear me? Even around me. Like I done seen Diddy cut up. Like I done seen Diddy tell Fred, the reason why the band broke up is because Diddy told Fred that he'll buy his whole block, empty everybody out his block, and then every time he come outside, somebody will shoot him. Diddy has been like this the whole way. Growing up.
And he got the money to do it.
Growing up, I thought Diddy was a dance, take that, duck squares. But encountering Diddy, he ended up being a little more than what I thought he was.
When you look in his eyes and you see him saying that, when you look a man in his eyes, do you believe when he says that? Like, I will shoot the whole block up.
When he take his shades off. You heard me?
Yeah.
That's why he wears shades a lot, because he don't want you to look in his eyes.
Because that's when it's
And
serious.
I realized that when I do, I don't want you to look in my eyes and know how serious I am, how I talk. I want you to assume or think, you heard me, exactly whatever you think it is until you misconstrue it.
Now, speaking of the video, just recently CNN said that they destroyed the original video, which technically will help Diddy's case possibly by them saying, hey, we actually just put it out there, we edited it, and we destroyed it. When you hear that, do you feel like there's powers to be?
I told you it was powers to be. I told you the liquor company is exactly what it is. You gotta believe me when I'm telling you guys.
When shit like that happened, it's like, wait a minute now. Like,
I'm telling. They don't have no evidence on Diddy for real. They don't, right? So people say, Chop, why you doing an interview about Diddy? Because my daddy told me to. My daddy been locked up since 1996. I ain't had no mama. I ain't had no family. You heard me? Me and my pa been together since 1996. Just me and my daddy. I've been out in these streets by myself since 1996. My daddy said, F all that. Enough is enough for the that done you dirty. If you ain't gonna get it clear, them people ain't gonna give you your money, then say F them. But don't throw them under the bus. Let the bus run over his leg or two.
Amen.
And that's exactly what I did. So am I wrong? Because if you done me something, matter of fact, if I done you something, I owe you close to $400,000. If you're a real man, you're not gonna let the bus run over my neck. You're gonna let it run over my toe, maybe my leg or two. You're gonna still make me feel it to the point where I need to get that right. And if I never get that right, but at least you spoke your piece to let it be known that this is how you felt about me.
Now, besides the paper, because we know he played with you about the paper. Has he ever played with you on your face like he played with Fred? Has he ever talked to you like that? Tried to handle you like
that? No, sir. No, sir.
I would say, because even on the show, it seemed like he knew who to play with and who not to play with. And he never played with you like that.
No, sir. He went, no, sir. I was going.
Go ahead. I was just gonna ask you, is Diddy a gangster?
A gorgeous one. You gotta know the difference. Yeah. Right. It's gritty gangsters and it's gorgeous gangsters. I believe Diddy's a gorgeous gangster. I believe Diddy's you should expect more from him than what you think he can come with. Yeah. I believe that.
I've heard him referred to as the paper gangster, like the money is what make him hard.
Duh.
Yeah.
Diddy ain't from the streets, but money and make your street. Money and make you dangerous, man, actually. I done seen some dangerous men with money do some things that streets can't even compare to. Facts.
I'm just curious. Do you believe, when you hear stories like Wale was dangled over a balcony by his Jordans, damn.
Kid Cudi got his shit blew up too.
So is it the money? Is it when you had that? Yeah, I'm about to say, okay, yeah, say, yeah, what is it to?
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you was a ass nigga, and look, it's a difference, right? You can grow up in the streets and not be a street. I believe Diddy seen enough to the point in life towards he embodied everything that he encountered. And all you need is the money. The money changed the whole narrative. You could be a fake, but that money gonna make you a real. I don't care how that sound. I done seen a lot of fake with money. I done seen a lot of real niggas with nothing. And I've realized to myself, there is no such thing as good or bad.
Very gray. Very gray.
I don't think there is no, I've realized that. There is no such thing as good or bad. I've seen good people doing bad and lose their life and all types of foolish, and I've seen all the bad people prevail. But I do believe in right or wrong. I don't think Diddy is a product of good and bad. I think Diddy is a product of doing enough wrong towards right by you.
Wow.
So in Diddy house, there's cameras everywhere.
It is.
And even in the bathroom.
It
Was
is.
it like that then when you
Yeah, he was a creep.
damn.
But you've been in the game for over close to 30 years. Who can you trust? You can't trust nobody. Right. So it varies, Ron. It varies on, you can't trust nobody. And nobody your friend.
Right.
Chop ain't your friend. Anybody that you put on can't be your friend. You got to keep that in mind. Anybody that you put on can't be your friend as much as they want to fake act like it's like that. They can't be your friend. You put them on. It's like a kingpin on the block. Anybody that you put on, you can't look at them as your equal. You just can't. It ain't personal. It's just business.
You look at cameras in the bathroom, you look at that as mistrust coming from him versus just being kind of freaky?
No, I just look at it as freaky.
Okay.
The fuck? Ain't no mistrust.
So
it's freaky. It's freaky.
So you don't think with the level that he's on, surveillance is needed everywhere?
Explain that better.
Because I mean, like,
in the bath?
but nigga put a brick in your bathroom. Nigga be like, oh, put a brick in the cabinet. Nigga do anything.
You go where the cameras aren't to do the
Yeah, you go where the cameras ain't. Right?
Well, the camera's not.
Shit, they in the bathroom. Yeah, you can't.
I'm happy you came up with your own answer, nigga. Yeah. I'm really happy you came with your own answer.
But I'm just thinking like.
Oh, I know what you're thinking. Like, I'm gonna say this here. Creep is creep. You hear me? Creep is creep. Come on. You hear me? I don't know. Say, bro, if I would have been in the game that long, say, bro, I'm not gonna lie, no. I don't even know if I would have done it like that or not. It's a different ball game of how you look. Diddy didn't look at people like people. He looked at people like items.
Right.
You understand? And you got to understand that mentality. And until you on a level of wealth, you'll never get it. I wasn't never on a level of wealth. I was on a level of rich. I was on a level of being 100,000 there. I'm still that to this day. But I wasn't on a level of just everybody and everything is just items.
Right.
Anybody can be disposed. I didn't look at it. That's different. Disposed is like chess.
What's the craziest thing you seen Diddy do with his money that you were like, damn, like, bro, like
Spent $1 million in one day and couldn't give me what the fuck he owed me.
That's tough. What he spend it on?
J-Lo.
Damn.
Cassie.
That, man, being in the music industry is
A white woman in London when we was out there.
Oh man.
it's $1 million.
Yeah, just trying to
$1 million fucking dollars. And he wants you to be around and see that he can do it with no problem. But can't give you what you asked him for, which is pennies on a dollar. And I realized Diddy don't give a fuck about his own kind.
It seems like he was kind of like the devil almost, the way that y'all mentioned him. Like,
No,
like you said he like to get off.
No, brother, I didn't mention him like the devil.
Well, you said like he gets a kick out of like doing drugs.
Who don't? You don't?
Everyone loves to watch a train wreck.
You don't get a kick out of... No, brother, you gotta listen to me. You heard me?
Right.
You don't get a kick out of people doing things out of the norm. Yes or no? Be honest though.
We'll stare.
Yeah, I'll look at it. So,
All right, so
Okay.
just let me get to my point.
Go ahead.
I get a kick out of it too.
Right.
Of bringing something out of a body. So what's the difference? Does that mean that man's supposed to be in jail? It doesn't. No matter how it sounds, that's how you know that it's a propaganda situation. It has nothing to do with us black minorities. It's all fun and games, the joke and jokes and
Right.
kiki about Diddy, but the real truth of it is the juggernauts put him there. It wasn't Cassie. It was the juggernauts. We can sit up here and make it seem like we are the reason and all that shit is cool, but it's not. Ain't
bigger than
nothing
us.
cool about being back there. Because I was just back there 2 years ago.
Right.
And it sucked. I walked past the CEOs that walked past me. You heard me talking about somebody, see you, little daddy. I hated it.
They play with you.
I hated it.
I see you, little daddy.
I hated it.
Right.
I hated it. Right? So I know what he gone through back there. And I'm not on his level. You did?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You heard me? I'm
So-
not on this level, but it sucked.
When 50 million can't buy your freedom, what does that say?
That means you're going to prison. That's what it means.
50 million.
If 50 million can't buy your freedom, you're going to prison.
He can't be getting treated like everybody else though.
Oh, ain't nobody say he getting treated like
Right.
everybody else, but he getting treated like everybody else.
Right.
Prison is no, you heard me, is no rules to your status. Your status start all over when you go to prison.
Right. I just thought he would be in there like the good.
I bet you would, but no, you're not. You're going in that bitch exactly how you are.
Thought that nigga was in the back with eating lunch with the
Yeah,
golf in the-
Look, he got to walk for cheesecake back there, right? It all sound good until it ain't good, right? And the hype go when you go back there, right? Because I was chopper back there when they locked me up for sex trafficking. I beat the charges. The charges got dropped. Later, I paid $52,000 of my hard-earned money. I had to bounce back. That was my hustle bustle money. I had to bounce back from that there. But it sucked every bit and moment. They had me in the media. It sucked really bad. And the people that I thought rock with me, even the celebrities, they always like, yeah, I knew that was weird. I knew that nigga was on some pimp shit. That with me.
That's not somebody in particular.
It does. Right? Right? And it hurt my feelings. So I know what he going through back there. But at the end of the day, everybody get their time to get the gun put on them. Because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Right? So the same people you see when you're going up, you're going to see them when you're going down. You heard me? So it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Your job is to make sure that the rabbit don't get the gun.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.